Hi again. This is Leslie Robbins, and I am with Brian Lowen and Chris Davidson, and we're going to walk you through the case resolution experience. Brian?
Hi, Leslie. Hi, my name is Brian Lowen, and I'm one of the software engineers that worked on the case resolution extensibility experience here. So we'll go ahead and we'll dive into this, and I'll show you what we've updated here. So before this change, let's go ahead and we'll take a look at what the previous resolve experience looked like. So if we open up a case, we open up resolve case here, you would see this MDD, just a standard dialog that would show up with these predefined options. So although this works perfectly fine, you can resolve without any issues here. The problem that we have is that there's no way to add additional details here without at least like a lot of effort that goes into play. You might have to create your own new dialog or map these values over to the case entity manually. However, with our new experience, which I'll show in a minute here, we can easily use the predefined form designer experience to add new fields, persist them on this entity without even needing to code it like at all. So it's a really simple process just to be able to add those additional details that could be useful for different customers' business needs. So let's go ahead and I'll show you how we can turn on that new experience. So if you go to service management here, and we open up service configuration, we just have to now, there's two new options that we added, both a customizable dialog and a quick create dialog. Quick create is what a lot of people are familiar with. It's the same type of thing that you'll see if you try to do like quick create from the menu up here to create like a case or a contact. That is now extensible. And we also added this new customizable dialog, which we'll use for this example here today. But just know that and everything that I do on this customizable dialog can also be done on quick create. So we go ahead and we update that and we saved. Now we'll go ahead and we'll go back to service here, open up a case. And then once we click resolve case here, we'll see this new dialog. So it looks pretty similar to the old one. We left the same fields out of box. However, this is actually a main form that is being rendered for the case resolution entity. So just like any other entity, you can add additional fields here or remove fields and persist additional information or remove parts that might not be needed. So with that said, let's go ahead and we'll start adding a new field to this entity to see how it shows up. So if we go ahead and we just go to settings, customize the system, I already have the window open here, and then we navigate down to case resolution, we can go ahead and create a new field to persist on that entity. So for instance, one thing that I like to add is resolution date. So that way agents could record a different date of when this was resolved in case, the created by date isn't the exact date that is when this case actually was resolved for this record. So we go ahead and we'll switch this to a date and time. We'll leave all the rest of the fields the same. We'll go ahead and do save and close. So with that, we just created a new field on case resolution. Before this change, case resolution actually did not have the capability of creating new fields and persisting that information. And this is a change that actually is rolling out this week. So then if we go ahead and we open up forms, we're going to modify our main form for case resolution to have this field. And while we're at it, we'll also remove the billable time field that we no longer need for this entity. So once this loads up, the main form that we're working on is for the customizable dialog is the information form here. But if we wanted to modify the quick create, it would just be this form instead. So we have two new forms here that can be used. So if we go ahead and we'll open up information.
While it's thinking and loading, Brian, how is this benefiting our customers?
So the way this will benefit them is they'll be able to now add any additional information that could help them with identifying or resolving a case. So like for a lot of customers, they might not need like, they can both now remove fields and add additional fields. So like they might not need billable time for their particular business needs. Maybe they don't bill how they resolve. So that was just maybe a potentially an unusable field for them. So for instance, they can just go ahead and remove that from the field or from the form. But if they want to persist different information, like, just we could add another field that'd be like additional details, or like my example here, we can add a resolution date. This is all new information that they can now persist with the case resolution. That way it's stored and they can go back and look at it, which will help provide, additional context for how that case was resolved or why it was resolved, or any kind of information that they want to analyze later on. So that's essentially what we're doing here, as well as adding this new field to persist that information, which we'll show soon.
Now, if there are any customizable items on there that are not listed, is that something they can create, like a new field you have listed?
Yeah, so they can create any kind of new field that they want. So with that fix that we're rolling out this week, yeah, they can create any kind of field, a date, single line text, anything that they want to add to this form.
Gives them more flexibility.
Yep, exactly. So it's just a way of allowing them to, add any kind of information that they deem useful to their, their resolution process. So once we added this, we'll just go ahead and make it 2 columns so it spreads all the way out. We'll save. We will publish. And then we'll go ahead and we'll save and close this. Go back to our case here. Just give it a quick refresh. That way it takes, takes our changes. And then if we resolve the case again, we should see that the billable time is no longer on this form, and we now have a resolution date. So we can just resolve this any way we like. We can say resolved. And then we can also specify a date to go with it. So today, maybe I didn't actually resolve this case today. Maybe it got resolved on Sunday, but I'm inputting it now. So we'll put that actual date in there. Any additional remarks you can still add. So we can say like, these are my additional details. Do it like an information provided, and we'll save and close. So since we just resolved, you can now see this record on the timeline. We can go ahead and we can open that back up, and you'll see that this information has now been persisted. So we can see that the resolution date occurred on 3/22/2020. So that's now information that they have accessible on this entity. So, yep. So that's basically what is encompassed with the new case resolution extensibility features. Is there any other questions or anything else that we want to dive into?
I think I'm good. If those who are watching this video have any questions, please use the comment field below, and we'll be monitoring this. If this is, an area that you would like to learn more or need a deeper dive on, please let us know. We're happy to record more information and get into a more detailed or granular level. If it's going to help, like our video if this is going in the right direction. We'd love to hear from you. Brian, thank you. Dave, Chris, thank you, and we'll have more videos posted soon.
Thanks, Leslie.